Okay, so we're actually going back to the very beginning of your proposal now to talk about the cover page and the cover letter. So in case it's not obvious, these come at the start of your proposal. All right, so you'll make a cover page and a byline for your entire proposal. It's pretty simple. You just can screenshot some graphics for your evidence-based program and your agency, and either use the byline that comes with your evidence-based program or do a combination of one from your agency and your evidence-based program. Okay, but more importantly, what's in your cover letter? So your cover letter is basically like a quick map of your entire proposal for the funder. It really allows them to see kind of the key elements of your entire proposal so that they're not confused as they're spending the time reading through your multi-page proposal. So you're going to just take some key elements from agency information, problem statement, needs assessment, goals and objectives, and methods. And it's really important that this is consistent with your proposal. So make sure you've got the latest versions, the revised versions. Get your group members, if you're writing this, get your group members to make sure they've uploaded their most revised versions of these sections so that when you're pulling on them for this cover letter, you've got accurate information. Here's what it will look like. You can, again, screenshot some agency logo information and use that to make a cover letter. You're going to have a date. You're going to have picked one of the funders that you identified in your funder analysis of fit to write your cover letter to. And so then you're going to, I'll talk more about these details in the cover letter, but you'll put in the funder's contact name and address, and then for a signature line, you're going to list everyone in your group. And you're going to come up with reasonable titles for people who work at your agency. So this is where students get confused and they start putting titles of what you're going to do if you got the money for this program. But right now you don't have any money and you don't have a program, so you wouldn't actually have that title. So you want to put in a title that makes sense. So if you're coming from an elementary school, one of you can be the principal, one of you can be a school counselor, another one can be a school counselor, someone else can be a first grade teacher, and so on, right? So just make up reasonable titles for yourselves. And it's best if you can get it one page. Okay, so what goes into the cover letter? The easiest way to understand this, like a lot of our sections, is to take a look at the sample proposals. You're going to have an overview statement on the purpose of the request, and then the name and a quick description of your agency, so not your evidence-based program yet. And then you're going to explain how your proposal is matching the funder's goals to serve underserved youth or something like that. Then in your second paragraph, you're going to go kind of summarize some key elements from your problem statement and your needs assessment, and then you're going to get into what changes you're going to make from your goals and objectives. So you're listing the 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 things that you're going to change. Then you're going to give us the name of the EBP, just a little bit about that it's evidence-based, and what the kind of snapshot of the structure and main activities is from methods, and you may have also mentioned this in the needs assessment. Then in your very last concluding paragraph, you're going to talk about how much you're requesting, a thank you, and who to contact at your agency. And don't feel like you have to put a real phone number in there. Okay, so what if your agency is for profit? You're at Columbine Health Systems here at the LeMay Avenue facility, but Columbine is for profit. You can be writing to Columbine Corporate, and that's how you would address your cover letter. Okay, I'll just make another plug for concise writing. So it starts with implementing AFCBT will provide local opportunities for individuals to access quality mental health care and intervention trauma services for families and children in need of treatment. Nice, but a little wordy. So then you can see we took out unnecessary words to end up with implementing AFCBT will provide our current and future families affordable and high quality mental health care. and trauma services. Okay, the course workbook will help structure the cover letter. You might be consulting like for logos and graphics, the website for your agency and your selected funders. You can get the address. Then you're going to be needing to have the revised, it's really important that the revised sections for agency information, problem statement, needs assessment, goals and objectives, methods, and budget. You'll, as always, consult and submit your proposal checklist and take a look at the sample proposals.